your sorry Bulls, who are also going through a rebuild, a complete rebuild on their end. And then Greg Monroe. Greg Monroe is going to the Celtics. He is a player that I truly believe is going to help the Celtics out. And that team is even more dangerous. People can say, well, Greg Monroe hasn't done anything. Greg Monroe is old, but he is going to come in and help the Celtics team in some way or form. He's going to help that Celtics team, and who knows, we may see a Warriors-Celtics finals. I wouldn't put it past anybody or anything that could truly go down. So one of the great basketball players of all time is set to retire. That's Stephon Marbury. Now, his NBA career did not pan out, but he's getting ready to end his season in China, and it looks like he's getting ready to bow out. I think he wanted to try to come back to the NBA. Doesn't look like it's going to happen, though. Doesn't look like he's going to get that opportunity. So we got a couple minutes left in the show. We got about 16 more minutes. If you want to join in on the show chat room as I'm talking about some topics from this week, definitely come through on Spreaker.com or 2LiveStewsRadio.com. That's the easiest way. Click on the chat bubble and you can join in. Might have to log in via your Facebook or your Twitter or your email. But I would love to get your thoughts and comments on what we're talking about. So Stephon Marbury is set to retire. Is he in the Basketball Hall of Fame? Is he in the NBA Hall of Fame? I think basketball as a whole, you can put him in there. NBA, I just don't think you can put him in the Hall of Fame. I just don't think he's done enough. Basketball as a whole, his numbers in China are amazing. The guy's won, I think, 3 titles in China. And he's also won the MVP multiple times. And also, he is probably taller than most of the guys there anyway. But he is definitely, I think he's definitely putting in the work to be in the overall Hall of Fame. And Mocha Bella says Vince said X Squad party in Atlanta next year for the Super Bowl. I'm definitely down with that. He said, Vince, the Super Bowl will be in Miami after Atlanta. Why does Miami get chosen so much for the Super Bowl? Maybe Mocha Bella, you can answer that question for me. It seems to be there. San Diego, New Orleans seem to be like they were on the list multiple times. Have it different places. I think Miami is a great place, but I think they have it there way too much, and there's so many new stadiums out there now. Have it in Dallas again. What happened to that? What happened to the NFL coming? What happened to the Super Bowl coming back to Dallas? What happened about that? I know it didn't go that well the first time, but come back again, and we'll definitely fix whatever issues and problems that we had. So a lot of NBA news and notes from this week. The Rockets' James Harden records the first ever triple-double in NBA history when he had 60 points. James Harden is looking like the MVP right now. He's looking at the MVP. He's looking like the MVP right now, about halfway through the break, halfway through the season. And I think if he continues to play like this, as long as he doesn't get injured, and he's been doing it the majority of the time without Chris Paul. I mean, we forget about that. Chris Paul's not the same Chris Paul anymore. Chris Paul's not the same guy. He's not the same. He's not putting up the same type of numbers. Yes, he is still a top point guard in the league. But he's not the same person. So James Harden is really honestly having to do a lot. And I think that means a lot. That truly means a lot if you're a fan. All right, so looks like Jay Fish might not be calling in, so the phone lines are open. If anybody want to call in, we got about 12 minutes left in the show. 12 minutes. You can call in 469-351-0881. Whatever you want to call in and talk about, whatever your thoughts and opinions. I would love to get you to call in and let me know what's on your mind this Saturday. Got the Super Bowl coming up tomorrow. We got the NFL honors tonight, so I'm excited about that. Microwave probably is sleeping. Guy works hard, and I believe he works overnight. So, but also got the Pro Bowl voting of who goes in. That's also tonight. So normally I have my weekend wrap-up show, which is on Mondays at 12:15 Central, 1:15 Eastern, but it'll be at a special time this upcoming Monday. My daughter's having this presentation at her school. It's a family presentation, so I'll be coming in a little bit late for work. So Monday, it'll be Monday night actually, probably about 6:30 Central, 7:30 Eastern. So be on the lookout for the alert for the weekend wrap-up show, which is also on Spreaker. You can definitely check that out. But taking callers for the next 10 minutes, 469-351-0881. Vince Wright says Moss and T.O. have to get in tonight. I agree with you. 100%. There shouldn't be any reason why both of these guys don't get in. They put up the numbers. So let the guys get in. So some things that came out today. Sorry about this, Vince. Sorry about this, Duke fans. But they end up getting stunned by St. John's, who snaps their 11-game winning streak. St. John's got Duke number. I don't know how this continues to happen. I don't get it. But they frankly just have Duke's number. So I got to give a round of applause to St. John's. Thank you, St. John's, for taking care of that victory. I appreciate that. Vince Wright says, shut up. Duke goes down, or down goes Duke, says Mocha Bella. Andrew Parker says, I concur. So, Duke goes down today. Kansas also upset by Oklahoma State. Jayhawks' third loss in Allen Fieldhouse, most since 1998-99 season. So it's a tough day for top tens. I can't really talk though, because my Tar Heels have lost. They lost this week to Clemson. Clemson's good in football, but they're not at all. Basketball is not their sport. It's not. So I'm disappointed in my boys right now. But quite honestly, this is a rebuilding season. As much as I want to say I want them to repeat, I think they have a chance to repeat. They don't. They don't have a chance to repeat. They got young freshmen. They're going to have to figure out what they're going to do going forward. Recruiting wise, they're not being able to get the top recruits. Duke is becoming the leading team in the nation as far as recruits go. So yeah, we lost to Clemson this week. So I can't talk that much. Before that, we lost to NC State, who's not even ranked. God. And then before that, we lost to Virginia Tech. Come on, guys. Come on. I gotta drop the...
Come on, son. Come on.
So we're not playing very well at all. So we got a game today against Pitt. Pitt is 8-15. We're 16-7. So I'm looking for my boys to come around, play some better basketball. And then on February the 8th, Duke, North Carolina. The biggest rivalry in sports. Both of these teams are going to be ready for this game. As much as I want to say my boys are going to win, Duke is stacked from top to bottom. I don't see how they lose any games. And that's me just being an honest sports watcher, an honest fan, a person of the media, that they should not be losing the amount of games that they have lost. They just are stacked from top to bottom. Granted, most of these kids are freshmen, so I get it. So we got 7 minutes. 7 minutes left in the show. If you want to call in, share your thoughts, share your opinions. Calling number is 469-351-0881. Love to get your thoughts and opinions on what's going down, what happened this week. So also things going down from today. We got a lot of upsets, some good sports news. Missouri beats Kentucky 69-60 for the first win over the Wildcats in program history. Wow. Kentucky's not the same team anymore. I don't know when. They were king of the one and dones for a while. They were king of the one and dones, and now they seem to be lost in the sauce because they have not won very many games this year. So, we'll see what happens with Kentucky for the rest of the year. Also from today, Bartolo Colon. If you're not familiar with him, the guy's got to be now 44 years old. And my Rangers are in talks with him to sign him to a minor league deal. We are becoming very desperate right now. As far as our pitching goes, as far as this season is going to go, as much as I want to say we can get back to the top, we got a lot of work to do. It's not impossible. We got a lot of work to do, and we're going to need some people to step up. And then the Celtics, the news came out today. The Celtics are willing to deal Marcus Smart for a first-round pick. Is Marcus Smart worth a first-round pick? I don't necessarily know that or agree with that, but the Celtics are willing to make a deal. Like I said, we could have a Celtics-Warriors NBA Finals. I don't think that's impossible, and I definitely think that can happen. So, thank you everybody for tuning in. Thank you people in the chat room. Andrew, Drew, Parker, Vince Wright, Big L, RC, Holly Newsom, Ralph, Urute, hopefully I said that right, DJ Knox, DJ Nunu. We had Thorny Switch. Looks like she hit the like button, the heart button, so I appreciate that. So like the show, share the show. If you're interested in coming on the show, you can definitely reach out to me. BS3 Sports, all avenues of social media. Also, who else do we have? We had Sluggo. We had That Ninja. We had Clutch Talk Sports. My man Kevin, who's got a great show Mondays and Fridays on Sports Radio America. Also, check out all of the other